So good morning once again. Today we will be discussing exercise 6.5 further questions. Tell me in which questions you had doubt in yesterday's homework. Yesterday I gave you homework till question number 4, I guess. So please explain 6.4, question 4 and 5. Okay. Avneet saying question number 2. Avneet, the video that I have uploaded better that will help you. Question number 2 is easy. I am going for question number 4. Okay. Question number 2 you can find in my lecture that I've uploaded today only. Question number 4 I am explaining right now. Sanvi, I understand sometimes your network is low, but you have to understand while I am teaching, I am reading the chat box. I cannot see all the time who is waiting in the chat in the waiting room. So you have to make sure that your connection is proper. Okay. Try to use a LAN cable or Ethernet cable. Now see, sir, is rational number coming half? Yes, beta, only 9.2 will come. Now, let's see question number 4. Which of the following can be sides of a right angle triangle? Question number 4. Which of the following can be sides of right angle triangle? Very easy. Sir, your voice is very low. Others, please confirm. Kirat is saying my voice is low. Arnav, switch on your video. Switch off your video, sorry. No, they are saying my voice is clear, beta. Bani is saying I am loud enough. Please increase the volume of your device or use a earphone. Yes, thank you. Now question number 4. Let's see the first part. We have three sides, 2.5 centimeter, 6.5 centimeter and 6 centimeter. Class, we have to check whether these three sides will form a right angle triangle or not. To check that, we have beta Kirat, others are saying my voice is fine. You have to check your connection, beta. I'm using a LAN cable. If any issue, you can watch again on the YouTube. Okay. Now, class, to check whether these three are sides of right angle triangle or not, we just have to check whether they are following Pythagoras theorem or not. We all know Pythagoras theorem is hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So let us find square of these three sides. First, we will find 2.5 square. So let's find 2.5 square. We all know square means you have to multiply it 2 times. 2.5 into 2.5. Now, if you remove decimal, you will get 25 upon 10, 25 upon 10. Sir, what is lamp cable? It is not lamp cable, but it is LAN cable, LAN, local area network. Ethernet cable we call it. Class, 25 25 is how much? 625. 10 tens are 100. Now if I cut these two zeros, I will get 6.25. The answer of 2.5 square is 6.25. Similarly, we have 6.5 square. Class, now you help me with 6.5 square. Class, please help me finding 6.5 square. What will come? Please tell me what will come. 65 square is 4225. Thank you, Abhas. 4225 upon 100. If you cut these two zeros, decimal will come here and we have got 42.25 as the answer. Similarly, last but not the least, 6 whole square is equal to 6 into 6, that is 36. Class, Now we have got the three squares. Can we say square of sum of 2 is equal to 1? Can we say sum of either 2 is equal to 1? In these three squares, can you utilize Pythagoras theorem? Beta, you can utilize. If you observe 42.5 is the longest one, and if you add these two, we can observe that 42.5 is equal to 6.25 plus 36 square. We can observe this thing. If you add these two, you will get 42.25. So we can say this was how much? 6.5 square is equal to, this was how much? This was 2.5 square, and this was 6 square. As these sides are following Pythagoras theorem, therefore it is a right triangle. Class, what do you say? I have proved that square of one side is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. That is why I can say it is a right angle triangle. Class, any issue? Any issue, class? Avneet saying, I didn't understood this. Avneet, what I have done is, I have found square of three sides. I had 2.5, I found it square, it came as 6.25. Then I found square of 6.5, the next side, it came as 42.25. Then I found the square of third side, which is 36. After this, Avneet, I observed, Avneet, after this I observed that this one square 42.25 is equal to sum of 6.25 and 36. Avneet, I observed that 42.25 is equal to 6.25 and 36, which is 6.5 square is equal to 2.5 square plus 6 square, which is similar to hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So as I am able to write the given three sides in this form, I can say this triangle is a right angle triangle. Okay, Avneet? If any issue, watch it again on my channel. It will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Now, I am taking one more example, Avneet. Try to understand how I am doing it. Okay. Ekta is saying, sir, the sum is not 42.25. Let me show you why the sum is 42.25. Ekta, please see 36 plus 6.25. Just add these. What will you get? 5, 2, 6 plus 6 is 12, 3 plus 1 is 4. So Ekta, I hope now you are able to understand why the sum is 42.25. Oh yes sir. Beta Ekta, I know it is not that easy, but still I have told you to have a rough copy with you. Whatever issues you have, try to check in that rough copy. Okay. Now let us take second part that will make it clear to you how we are doing the question. In second part we have 2 centimeter, comma 2 centimeter, comma 5 centimeter. Avneet, second question of 6.5, I am telling you, I have uploaded a video. That question is very easy. Just watch that and it will be easy for you. Okay. Now see second part. Again, we will find square of all three sides and we will observe. So square of 2 will give you 2 into 2, that is 4. Square of again 2 will give you 2 into 2, that is 4. And square of 5 will give you 5 into 5, 25. Class, can we say by observing that sum of two side equal to third side? Class, can we say sum of two side equal to third side? No, because 4 plus 4 is 8 and we want 25. So as these sides are not following Pythagoras theorem, therefore it is not a right triangle. That's it. It was very easy. The third part, similarly, you will find and observe. If you observe that sum is coming, it will be a triangle. If sum is not coming, it is not a right angle triangle. That's it. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let me take question number 5. Let me take question number 5. Question number 5 is very easy. Just try to understand the language. They are saying a tree is broken at a height of 5 meters from the ground. So we have a tree. Class, we have a tree like this. Beta Goranj, LAN cable is Ethernet cable. I will show you at the end. Okay. This is the base. Class, this is a tree. Okay. They are saying the tree breaks from a height of 5 meter from the base. So at this height of 5 meter, the tree breaks. That means somehow by Andhi Tufan, this tree is broken and it falls like this. The tree falls like this. Class, I hope you are able to understand what I am saying. The tree breaks at a height of 5 meters from the ground and the top falls on the ground. And if you observe, it is showing like a triangle. It is showing like a triangle, which is right angle triangle. Now what they are saying is its top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meter. So this thing is given to us 12 meter. So we will make a broken tree in the form of right angle triangle and then find the hypotenuse and add it to the perpendicular. Very good, Bani. Very good. Proud of you, Bani. Others, you also can try this way. It is very much better if you try from your side first. Okay. Good, Bani. Now we have to find the original height of tree. We know this much height is 5. We just need to find this much height. And if you observe, this height is this height only, your hypotenuse. So what will we do? We will, no beta, don't add 5 and 12. That will be wrong. Ekta, okay, Ekta, you are correct. You are saying squares of them. Let's see. Let me make a triangle now. Now we are drawing a triangle. This thing is given to us as 5 meter. Let me call it ABC. This thing is given to me as 12 meter. We have to find the hypotenuse. It is very easy. Thank you, Abhas. Just find the AC. In triangle ABC, we can say by Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Yes, beta Rachit. Find the answer. Tell me the answer, please. Class, tell me the answer. 5 square and 12 square. Tell me the answer. Very good, Nana. Very good, Ekta. It is 25 plus 144. That is 169 equal to AC square. Now, what is the value of AC? Class, if AC square is 169, then AC is under root 169. And if I solve 169, we know it is divided only by 13. Answer is 13 into 13. And we know square root has a rule that those who are 2 in numbers will come out as 1. So we will have 113 outside. So we have got the length of hypotenuse as 13 centimeter. So this length of tree is 13 meter. Now can we add these, class? We can easily add them. Sorry, it is centimeter. It is meter only, 13 meter. The length of tree is equal to 13 meter plus 5 meter is equal to 18 meter. With this, the question is done. Now, question number 6 and 7 are very easy. You just have to watch my video and you will understand. First, try to solve on your own, and if it is not clear to you, then watch the video. Okay. I am taking question number 8 now first. Question number 8 is difficult for you. So I am taking question number 8. Question number 8 is based on rhombus. First, let us understand what is a rhombus. Class, try to understand what is a rhombus. Have you studied parallelogram? Class, do you know what is a parallelogram? Class, do you know what is a parallelogram? Yes, sir. In parallelogram, we have Ryan is asking, sir, why you didn't add 12? Beta, Ryan, 12 is the distance of top from the base. It is not the length of upper part. We have to find the upper part by Pythagoras theorem. Okay. That is why I found it as 13 and then I added it. Okay. Now, let's see what is a rhombus. Rhombus is a parallelogram with all sides equal. This side equal to this side, equal to this side, equal to this side. Okay. Second thing in rhombus is the diagonals of rhombus. The diagonals of rhombus bisect each other. I have told you, if this, suppose this pink one is AC, this purple one is DB. These two are diagonals of rhombus. They are bisecting each other. This means that this pink has two equal parts and this purple has two equal parts. So I can say that this part OD is equal to OB and this part OA equal to OC. This is property of rhombus. Second property is the angle between diagonals is 90°. Class, are you able to understand what I am saying? Again, I am making a diagram. Again, I am making a diagram. Please see. You have to understand what is a rhombus. Then only you can understand the question. So this is a rhombus in the shape of Kaju Katri Mithai. We can call it A, B, C and D. Class, again I am saying in rhombus all sides are equal. In rhombus all sides are equal. You can write this thing, property of rhombus. All sides equal. That is AB is equal to BC is equal to CD equal to DA. This is the first property of rhombus, that all sides are equal. Second property that will come for your use is diagonals bisect each other. That means, what is difference between intersect and bisect? Very good. Lavya is asking, what is the difference between intersect and bisect? Let me show you. Lavya, please see. Suppose this is a line and this is a line. They are intersecting at point O. Lavya, suppose we have a line AB and we have a line CD. They are intersecting at point O, but if they intersect in this way, that O comes in the midpoint. If they intersect in this way, that the parts are equal, we say that they are bisecting each other. Lavya, if you are able to understand, in this case, OC is not equal to OD. They are only intersecting. But in this case, they are bisecting. That means this OC equal to OD. I hope, Lavya, it is clear to you now. Intersect and bisect. Intersect means they are just cutting each other. And bisecting means they are cutting in such a way that they are making equal parts. Okay. Now see. In the rhombus, diagonals bisect each other. That means this diagonal AC and this diagonal BD cut each other in two equal parts. but I have taken him in, don't worry. So if I say this is O, we can say OA equal to OC, and class please tell what is the other thing. If they are bisecting each other, I have written OA equal to OC. What can we write other thing? Yes, class. Second is OB equal to OD. This is property of rhombus. Diagonals bisect each other. The third property of rhombus is diagonal bisect at right angle. Third property is diagonal bisect at right angle. That means this angle is a right angle. This angle is also a right angle. This angle is also a right angle, and this angle is also a right angle. Okay, class, I hope I am able to make you understand the properties of rhombus, because these property, sir, you wrote OB equal to OB. No, beta, I wrote OB equal to OD. This is D only. Okay, class, I hope you are able to understand the properties of rhombus, because these property will be utilized in this question. Now, let's see the question. Question number 8. Now we are ready for the question. Class, are we ready for the question? Please confirm. Question number 8 is saying the diagonals of a rhombus measure 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. So we have a rhombus in this question. Let me draw. So we have a rhombus, suppose A, B, C, and D, in which the length of diagonals given to you. Suppose AC is 30 centimeter. Suppose AC is given to you as, what is given? AC is equal to 30 centimeter, and BD is equal to how much, class? BD equal to how much? Class, please answer. 16 centimeter. Now, they are saying find its perimeter. To find perimeter of rhombus. And class, we all know, to find perimeter, we have to find all the sides. In a parallelogram, all the sides are equal. We know this thing. Let me call this side as X. That means this is also X, this is also X, and this is also X. So we have to find perimeter. That means AB plus BC plus CD plus DA, which is X plus X plus X plus X, 4X. We have to find 4X. Now class, can you tell me how can we find this X? Our question is how to find the X. Given to us is two diagonals. What we can do to find the value of X? Class, what shall we do to find the value of X? First, we have to use the property of rhombus. We know in rhombus, diagonals bisect each other. That means OC equal to OA and OD equal to OB. Can you tell me what is the length of OC? Class, can you tell me what is the length of OC? Class, can you tell me what is the length of OC? Very good. As AC is equal to 30 centimeter, therefore OC is half of AC, because diagonals are bisected in two equal parts. So OC is half of AC, that is 15 centimeter. Very good. Similarly, class, can you tell me what is the length of OB? Can you tell me what is the length of OB? Very good, Ekta. Very good, Mokshita. Mokshita, very good, beta. Rachit, beta, some mistake is there. Please check. Kritika, good. Alan, good. Kritika, good, beta. Simple. As DB is equal to 16 centimeter, therefore OB is equal to half of 16, which is 8 centimeter. Class, now we know two sides. To find the third side, this should be a right angle triangle. We all know we can find the third side only when it is a right angle triangle. Is it a right angle triangle? Class, can we say triangle BOC is a right angle triangle? Class, can we say? Why? How can we say this thing? How can we say BOC is a right angle triangle? Beta, how can we say? Because property of rhombus, diagonals bisect perpendicularly. So we can say this angle BOC, angle BOC is equal to 90° because diagonals of a rhombus bisect perpendicularly. Yes, very good. Very good, Mokshita. Very good, Vivan. Now we have got a right angle triangle. Let me draw the triangle once again. We have triangle BOC. I am looking in triangle BOC. Let me draw it again. In triangle BOC, we have BO equal to 8 centimeter. We have OC is equal to 15 centimeter. We want to find BC, which is X. Class, can't you find this value of X now? Can't you find this value of X now? Very easy, by Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem, we can say BC square is equal to OB square plus OC square. Now put the value. Very good, Lakshit. Very good, Lavya. So BC square is given by OB square, which is 8 square plus 15 square. 8 square is 64. 15 square is 225. They are giving you 289. Can you tell me 289 square root is what? Square root of 289 is 17. Very good. The answer is 17 into 17 and 17 will come out. So the X came out as 17 centimeter. Now we can find the perimeter very easily. Perimeter is sum of all sides. Perimeter is 4 into X, that is 4 into 17 is equal to 68 centimeter. That is the answer. Class, I hope maximum of you were able to understand how I utilize the property of rhombus. I hope maximum of you were able to understand. Okay, let me repeat the rhombus one more time. Yes, class, let's see one more time what is a rhombus. Rhombus is a parallelogram with all sides equal. That means AB is equal to BC is equal to CD equal to DA. All sides are equal in a rhombus. This is the first property. Second property of rhombus is the diagonals bisect each other. That means diagonal AC and diagonal BD will bisect each other. This BO equal to OD, this AO is equal to OC. That is why I have written this thing. Last thing, I have written diagonal bisect at right angle. That means these angles are 90°. These three properties I have utilized in the last question. Okay, that's it. Now I am stopping the audio and recording. You can switch on your video now.